Hi everyone, it's Hannah from Sheet Leveler, and in today's Excel tutorial, I'm going to walk you through how to use the take function. It's a really handy tool for extracting exactly the rows and columns you want from a dataset. Let's jump right in. So here I've got a small table with some information about a business. Now, maybe I want to pull part of this data and place it somewhere else on my sheet. In a previous video, I showed you how to do this using the drop function. Take is similar, but the idea flips. Drop removes what you don't want. Take selects exactly what you do want. Step 1. Take the first rows. I'll start in cell G1. Click there and type equals take left parenthesis. Excel now expects an array, basically the data you want to pull from. So I'll click and drag to highlight the entire table. After that, I'll type a comma, because next Excel wants to know how many rows to take. Let's say 4, so I'll take array 4. I'll close it with a right parenthesis, tap Enter, and there we go. The first 4 rows appear instantly. If I scroll right a bit, you can see it brought over all the columns too. Step 2. Take the first rows and the first columns, but the take function can get more specific. I'll click back on cell G1, go up to the formula bar, and edit the formula so it includes the number of columns. So after the 4, I'll add a comma, then another 4. Now it reads, like take array 4, 4. Hit Enter, and now I'm taking the first 4 rows and the first 4 columns. You'll notice the salary column is no longer included because it's outside that 4-column range. Step 3. Taking rows and columns from the bottom and right. What if instead of the top rows and leftmost columns, I want the last 4 rows and the last 4 columns? Easy. Negative numbers. Back in G1, I'll update the formula to take array 4, 4. Read aloud equals take left parenthesis array, comma, -4, comma, -4, right parenthesis. Press Enter, and now Excel grabs the last 4 rows and the last 4 columns, salary, department, age, and name. Step 4. Using take across sheets. Just like drop, the take function works across different worksheets. I'll jump to sheet 2, click in A1 and type take. Then I'll head back to sheet 1 and select my full data range. Excel sometimes mislabels the sheet reference, so if it shows the wrong sheet name, I can manually fix it. In my case, it said sheet 2, so I'll change it to sheet 1. Then I'll add, 5, 3 right parenthesis. Hit Enter, and now sheet 2 displays the first 5 rows and first 3 columns from the original table. When the take function is useful. There are tons of real-world uses for take. Pulling the top performers from a sales list, for example, taking the top 5 after sorting. Extracting the most recent entries from a log or timeline. Creating compact summary reports by taking only the columns you care about. Quickly pulling subsets of large datasets without manually copying and pasting. It's simple, flexible, and saves a surprising amount of time once you get used to it. That's it for today's tutorial. I hope you found this walkthrough helpful. If you did, please like, follow, and subscribe. And don't forget to click the bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.